Hello and welcome to Soul Babes Craft and Creations. I'm Louise and today is Saturday. So it's time for Silly Yarny Sisters Socktacular Saturday. What is Silly Yarny Sisters Socktacular Saturday? Or SIS for short. Well, we're making socks. This was started by Missi from Missi's Yarnverse and More and Rainee from the Woolly Llama Shop. And really, Missi is the main part of this one. Missi wants to knit socks. Now, she has a couple of small problems on that. One being that she is a basic knitter. She's getting there. She has started learning to knit. So hopefully by the end of the year, she will be able to knit socks, or at least get some socks on the needles to start knitting socks. But she was also told by quite a few that are bi-stitchable to, as she is a crocheter, learn to crochet socks first so that she can learn the anatomy of socks and how different ways of working to do socks, because she may find that one way is better than another way. And Rainee got involved by turning around and saying to her, right, we will get you knitting socks by the end of this year. So they started this segment to help Missi be able to knit socks. Now, we're still in the process of crocheting socks. The reason why, well, when they came out with it, we thought to ourselves, yeah, there's quite a few of us that are joining in. The ones that I know, I will link in the description box below. Everybody that I discuss as well will be in the description box below. We all started for one reason or another. We either, yes, we wanted to make socks. Some of us were wanting to learn to knit socks. Others are proficiently knitting socks, but it gives them a reason to be continuing to knit their socks, or crochet socks or whatever. Well, I haven't ever knitted socks before. I thought I haven't knitted socks and I hadn't made socks. I'd made things like baby booties and slipper socks and things like that. Well, not even slipper socks. I'd done slippers and things like that. But I hadn't actually made socks before. So I thought to myself, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. Partially because I can't find socks that fit my feet. I have very funny shaped feet. So normal socks don't go very well, and a lot of them, because they're elasticated at the top of the cuff, cut off my circulation, and it's not good. So I thought to myself, yeah, I want to make some socks for myself to be able to wear a pair of socks when I need to. Not that I wear a lot of pairs of socks anyway. I don't go out very often, so I don't wear shoes very often. But when I do go out, I need to wear shoes, and that means I need to wear socks because I can't wear my shoes without socks on. So, anyway, I thought to myself, yeah, I want to start making socks. And I thought, yeah, okay, we'll get some yarns in and do that. Now, the yarns I'm using at the moment, and I'm still going to continue to use these while I'm doing the learning process. Once I have finished doing the learning process of things, then I will go over to some of the yarns that I've purchased specifically for making socks with. But this is what I'm currently using. So we have Yarnsmith's Create Baby 4-ply, and the colour I'm using is Baby Cream, and I'm using James C. Brett Super Soft Baby 4-ply, and this colour is Pale Lilac. So that's two colours that I'm using. And like I say, while I'm still learning basics methods and that, I will continue to use those colours. Now, this is my fourth pair of socks. The first pair of socks I did was the Kroy toe up, Patons Kroy toe up socks. There was a slight problem with that pattern when you go, because it's an afterthought heel, and when you add the heel to it, it becomes rather tight round the bridge of your foot, so it makes it difficult for some people have had difficulty getting socks back on them to do that. Now, this pair, I got to halfway up the foot. The other thing that was suggested by a lot of people is work both of the pair of socks at the same time, purely because you don't want to end up with second sock syndrome, which is you finish the first sock and don't want to make the second one, or you get part way through the first sock, you put it to one side and don't go back to it for quite some time, and you haven't started the second sock, so it doesn't register quite so well. Or you do the first sock and then you go back to do the second sock and your tension is all changed. So if you work on it at the same time, your tension remains the same as you were on both socks. Now, I had got to halfway along the foot. Now, the one I'm currently working on is the Crochet Socks That Rock Basic Sock. Trying to get my tablet. Basic Sock number 2. So this is the book. I have it on digital format. And the sock I'm working on is the picture. That's the socks I'm working on. Are you going to focus? So there we go. Now, I like to say last time I got as far as halfway along the foot, and it's a cuff down, afterthought heel, and actual cuff. So I have actually finished both pairs, both socks. So here we go. This is where I had got to. It was there. So we've now got the toes, the heel, and the cuff on both. So there we go. Now, yes, these look massive, but they're not that massive when I put them on my feet, because my feet are massive. Well, like I say, they are funny shaped. So probably a little bit, these are a little bit long than normal, but there we go. So that's it with it done the way it should be. Toe probably seems a little bit long, but they fit me, they fit my feet better than me trying to buy other socks. So that leaves me to do basic sock number 3. Let me get that. See what picture looks of that. So basic sock number 3. That. And this is a toe up with an afterthought heel, same as the Patons Kroy socks. So we will see what difference the pattern makes, because I must admit I am enjoying working these patterns. These patterns are much better. I am working the patterns slightly different because I'm making bigger socks than the ones that are in her listings, but I'm basically adding approximately an inch or so because, as I say, my feet are big, so I'm having to do bigger socks. But we will see what these ones look like. It's let's see, it's single crochets. Yep, it's same as single crochets, and not doing extended singles. No. Oh, we're doing half double crochets. Okay. And some single crochets in the back loop. Okay. Okay. Looks like quite a big difference in the way the pattern works. This is the problem with the Kroy, the Patons Kroy socks were it was all single crochet, and like I say, when you added the heel in, it was too tight round the bridge. So we'll see what happens when I make this one. And then once I've finished that, well, don't think I'm going to be ready to start doing my knitted socks yet, because I'm still working on other knitted projects, and until I have got myself ready to work on either DPNs or circular needles, I will continue to crochet. Now, there are a lot of other pairs of socks that are beyond the basic socks, so I might start picking out some of the yarns that I've bought specifically for making the socks with and seeing what they look like in the other patterns that are in that book. So, with everything being said and done for today, like I say, I will be going on to basic sock number 3. We'll see from there. So, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Love and kindness to everyone. Bye for now, and I'll see you all soon.